Hi guys, today we're going to be doing a houseplant tour of my favorite plant corner in my room. So if you'll stick around with me, we will get right into it, and make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below some things, some of your favorite plants from my collection. So let's just get into it. So I guess I'll just start over here in this corner. I'm sorry if it's backlit. Can't really do much about this. But this is a south-facing window that I have in my room, and it's a pretty big one. So I'm really lucky in that sense. But I'm starting off with the first plant. This is my Hoya Australis. This is one that I got at the very beginning of 2020. I think it was in like January or February. I have an unboxing this, but this was also the Australis that I sent like 30 cuttings of in September, and it was going all around this 3-foot trellis until I cut it back so much. But even then, there's still a lot of the plant left. And right now it's actually battling some pests. I haven't, separated it because a lot of my plants have pests right now. So I'm working on that. So if you see a pest, just know, I'm just saying, I'm battling them. Mealybugs, thrips, all of it. So yeah, and I have such a big collection, there's nowhere for me to take them away to. So they're just there. So, but I'm working on it. So, below that is, this is my brush for my pollen because my Veterifolium is flowering. So I'm trying to get some seeds on it. And this is how it looks right now. Hasn't really been doing anything, but I'm working on it. And right next to that is my Hoya Chaperty Eye. And it's grown a lot. It grew a lot over the summer as well. So going down, like I was, this is a begonia that is growing out actually, because this was in my downstairs den until I moved it because it wasn't being watered. So it's growing back both right there, and it's growing back in 3 places, right there and right there. And then going around here is this Pinita Monstera that I got in a trade with Travis, which is Plants to Coop. And this thing has been through some stuff. I eradicated some thrips, and then it got mealybugs, and then I severely underwatered it. So this is why it has like yellowing leaves. Because, I'm not always perfect. And then down there is a dying aloe. There's a lot of dying plants in my collection right now, okay? And right here is a Mandula pothos. It's really pretty. I like it. Moving over is my Philodendron Gloriosum. This is my biggest one in my collection. I love it. And moving down here. Oop, gotta move out a little. Okay, so this is my Ficus triangulata that I got the other week. This is a Begonia gunmetal that I got from Steve's Leaves, and I did an unboxing. This is my Philodendron Bernardo Patsii Super Bum. And this is a little sad Monstera Peru that absolutely hated the North Carolina summer and died back. And it's only now growing back out. So that's that. My Antherium Super Bum. My Crassula Jade that I've had for like 3 years. And it's grown into a tree. Up here is my Antherium Crystalline. This is the newest leaf that I have, and it actually looks really beautiful in this framing. That's pretty, but it's tearing because I'm watering it inconsistently and I'm letting it dry out way too much while it's pushing out a leaf. It's one thing to not water it while it's not pushing out a leaf. It's another while it's pushing out a leaf. But it is getting massive, this leaf. So, compared to my hand, this is how it looks. But also, it is flowering. I have a lot of anthuriums flowering right now. I'm just trying to do the best I can. That's that. And then this is my Begonia Taco Night. This is the begonia that reflects blue when you flash it. Let's see if we can get it to... No, it probably won't do it because it's not dark enough. You can barely see it. Okay, but yeah. But it's growing out pretty nicely. It needs to be watered. And right here is my Hoya Rutusa. I think this is what happens when Hoya gets thrips. That's what I think that is, and that kind of creeps me out because it looks like, I don't know, it looks so bad. But it's growing still. Can we focus? Yay. Okay. But yeah, Hoya Rutusa. This is right here behind the Gloriosum. My Philodendron Splendid or Melanochrysum crossed with Varicosum. Let's see, going down is my Philodendron Birkin that totally died back during the summer because it was on the front end of my house on the porch and it barely got watered throughout the summer even when it rained because it was on the porch. So next up, this is my Alocasia Frydek, and yeah, I'm not sure if I like this plant. It's just, I don't know. And this is my watermelon Peperomia that I have in Leca. And then these are my two Stephania erectas that I have, one in pond and one in soil. This is a Gloriosum stump. This is a Cebu Blue Epipremnum Cebu Blue cutting in water. This is my Variegated Gigantium. Doesn't look variegated right now, but it's because I kind of cut it back. There's a variegated stem right there. So this was huge when I got it, but I kind of had to cut it back because it was way too big. Way too big. And then right here is my Antherium Fingers. It is actually probably about 3 feet tall. And I love it. I only like this plant when it's big. This is also one that I got from Travis. And it was flowering. but I'm actually saving the pollen for the crystallinum in the freezer. So that's that. Okay, moving over, we're going to the windowsill. So what I have right here is my Monstera standleiana that I'm propagating a bunch of cuttings of. This right here is my Hoya Carry Eye. Let me move the Phytophyllum. So yeah. Right here is my Carry Eye going up this trellis right here. And yeah, it's growing like a weed actually. And it has multiple peduncles on it as well. So this thing, I love it. So up on the top right here is Hoya Parasitica Pakiclota. So this is one of my newer plants, and it's just so beautiful. It's gonna be backlit, isn't it? This is like some of the leaves in the light. It's pretty. I like it, and it's long. It was cheap. It was like $30 for all of that, and I've cut it. So this right here at the top is my Philodendron Crassinurvum. I'm also always trying to propagate this plant because I think this is one of the coolest philodendrons, because if you ever see a mature one in like a botanic garden or something, it is so cool looking, and it's actually one of my faves. So I'm trying to grow that one back out. So yeah. This one is my big Hoya Albuvata. This is still backlit, but sorry. But I've given away huge chunks of this plant recently, so yeah. This right here, reaching over, is my Peperomia string of turtles. That's a cute little one. And this is a Gasteria. Right here I have my Monstera Thai Constellation right there. Right here is my Philodendron Melanochrysum that I am actually growing out multiple stems of on this plant. And yeah, there's one stem right there, and then there's another, and I think there's a third if I turn it even more, but I'm not going to do that. And this is a cute sticker that I got from one of my local plant friends. Her name is Colleen. And right here is my variegated Hoya Macrophylla. This is one of my favorite leaves because I've never seen a leaf with this much white, this variegated. So that's pretty cute. And then moving right here, this is my Antherium pallidiflorum. I'm trying to have like twins with my pallidiflorum and my Vitarifolium. But yeah, and then while I was putting this Antherium in this hanger, which is so cool, also by one of my Instagram friends, Nina, I actually tore off the new leaf. Actually, this one was already torn. It was this one right here. I tore off the whole new leaf putting it into this thing, but a new one is growing and it looks so cute. It's gonna be big, hopefully, crossing my fingers. And then this one is my Hoya Semanifolia that I actually recently put on my Instagram stories. And next to it is my Philodendron Gloriosum. This is the newest leaf. Isn't that so cute? I love this plant. It's so cute. Anyways, moving on is my Philodendron Ricosum, the one with the texture. And it's finally growing out from its huge top. It was reaching like the very tip top of this, and then I cut it down for one of my trades that you guys saw. And now it's growing out a beautiful leaf. So that's that. Moving to this right here. This is a Gasteria. This used to be a Philodendron. This is my Hoya Diversifolia that I got from Adrian Payne. And up here is my Philodendron. I don't know whether this is a Rio or a cream splash, because it has these types of leaves right here, right? Like a lot of cream on it and silver and stuff. But then it'll go down and have this type of leaf. Like it looks like this going down. So, and this one looks like it barely has any variegation on it. So I don't even know what this is, but it is in leca. Show you guys. It's in a self-watering pot in leca because, and then this thing still gets underwatered. Of course, how can it be in a tray of water and I still underwater it? But of course, in true Ashley fashion. And then this is my monkey tail cactus. This is the smooth one. This is the one that feels hairy and it's not like spiky. You can actually touch it and not get hurt. But this is the one that broke in my October video, and it's growing these little fuzzy things from the tip. So yeah, hi, you can see me. Okay, moving on. This is my Euphorbia Rubra, and it is like 4 feet tall. Real life. It is so tall. It started off maybe like this tall. This is a 6-inch pot that it's sitting in, and it's sitting in a cash po. But it was maybe like this tall when I first got it, and it has grown so much. It is gonna reach like the top of my window soon. So, and then this thirsty girl right here is my Hoya Neo Abutaka, and this is my, I think this is a Cystis mirabilis, or aka spiral cactus. And that's it for that little corner. Moving on to this shelf. I think I'll start at the top with this Skindapsis Exotica, and it's growing down so much, and I had to top it back because it was just pushing out like these empty nodes, like it wouldn't even try to put off a leaf. And then, but it was like a whole long vine, like almost hitting the floor. So I cut it back, and it's grown some leaves, and it's still skipping. So I don't even know what to do anymore. So that's my Skindapsis Exotica. Very fickle plant, but still very pretty. Right beside that is my Rhaphidophora decursiva. And since it's not getting as much light, it has slowed down so much because it kept reaching the top of this thing throughout the summer, and I kept posting about it. But I'm sure as soon as I put it outside this upcoming summer that it will take off once again. So I'm not really worried about that plant. And in the back here is my Peperomia obtusifolia variegata. And it's just trailing, and it's pretty. I like it in a hanging basket up there. And this is my Begonia Maculata that I just got a few days ago from one of my plant friends, local plant friends, in a trade. So pretty. And this is my Hoya multiflora. It almost fell just now on top of my head. But yeah, this is my Hoya multiflora. Moving down, these are some Philodendron Florida greens that I have propagating, and they're getting some roots in there. This is my Alocasia Maharani. This huge basket of Hoya Chelsea that I have, and I absolutely love it. This is my Hoya Elegiorum, not sure. But it's so pretty. And this is my Antherium Vitae that just put off a new leaf back here. My Hoya breviolata, my Hoya Bertoniae. This is a Philodendron alternans that I had cut a few months ago. Moving down is, I told you guys I cut up my my Philodendron Gigantium variegata, and this is one of the stumps. And it has no variegation yet. I cut it up to get some more variegation, but I'm gonna be sad if it only turns green. But this is my Christmas or my Thanksgiving cactus. I believe the blooms are coming to an end. It is definitely slowed down. It has another about to bloom right there and right there. But yeah, I feel like this plant is slowing down. So yeah, which makes sense. It's January, so yeah. Next up is my Begonia Nanuensis, also known as Gogoensis. I think it at least used to be called, and it was flowering. It's one of the flower spikes, and 2 new leaves. I love the color of the new leaves when it comes out. This right here is a Ricosum stump. I cut it. My Philodendron Moonlight, my Philodendron Bipenifolium. This is my reverting Pink Princess, and I don't know, this plant is very, I find it very annoying. There's some pink for you, and some pink right there, but it also got sun damaged. Yeah. This is my huge Philodendron Heterasium that I got. This is a Philodendron Branditianum. It's a pretty cute plant. I enjoy it. This is my Antherium Regale stump, and it has a little stump right there. Moving down is my Jade Skindapsis. I'm thinking about cutting it up and sharing throughout the summer, maybe growing some roots. This is my Hoya Rutusa. That goes all the way down so far, but I feel very so-so about this plant. And back here is my Hoya Skinneriana. And behind here is my Syngonium Erythrophylum. It's the one with the purple backs. So that's what's behind here. And this is another back here. Plants everywhere. Back here is an aloe and a begonia that's coming back. I have a Cebu blue in the back right there. A Rick cactus that I almost left out for the winter. Oopsies. I barely found it in time. And this is my Hoya lacunosa. And then behind that, I'll pull it out. Behind that is my Dischidia ovata, or watermelon Dischidia. Okay, so moving down is my Peperomia incana, and it's growing so much I had to move it from my shelves because it was getting bent and like growing at a 90-degree angle. So I put it over here. And then behind there is my Philodendron Royal Queen. This is another Skindapsis Exotica. There's a Sansevieria Starfish. And then if we come over here, this is a Catasetum, I think. Orchid? Is it? I don't know. This right here is a Philodendron Tahiti. There's one of the leaves. This is my Albo Syngonium. This is the prettiest leaf in my opinion. This is my actual plant of my Philodendron Florida Beauty Green. This is a Begonia Lotus Land. I have a regular aloe in Leca. A Sansevieria that I propagated at the very beginning of my plant journey. And it's growing back. It literally takes like years to grow these Sansevieria, y'all. This is my Philodendron Subhestatum. This is a Syngonium Podophyllum. This right here is a Begonia. What is this? A Begonia Popinoi. Then moving down to the last shelf right here is a Philodendron Gracile, a variegated devil's moon cactus or zigzag cactus, Monstera celtibacana. This is a spiral epiphyllum. This is another Antherium Fingers that isn't doing so well. This whole shelf basically isn't doing that well except for that plant. Okay. But this is a Peperomia. This is a really common one. I don't know why I don't have the tag for this. This is a Peperomia. I'll put it across the screen. I forgot what it is. This used to be a silver dollar vine, but I killed it. This one is a Philodendron Blush with a silver sword hastatum in it. This one is one that I got from Heart-Shaped Leaves. It's supposed to be Philodendron Campos Bartuanum. So, yeah. And this one is my Maranto Lemon Lime. This is a Clusia, Philodendron Heterasium Lemon Lime, empty pot. And This one right here is my Somatophilum Sprucianum, or also used to be known as Philodendron Gloriosum. So that's it for this corner. That was all of the plants, and I don't think that I forgot some. I will say that there is my Hoya Carry Eye and my Hoya Publicalyx in the bathroom being treated as we speak. I didn't want to bring them out for that, but yeah, they're pretty huge right now too. So I hope you guys enjoyed that plant tour, and make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video.